Hi guys, welcome to the JKT Podcast, episode 73.
And I'm your hostess with the mostest, Kyra. And you know what? I feel like a little Star Trek-y here, so I'm going to go from the original Star Trek characters. I'm going to be Montgomery Scott, also known as Scotty, and I'm also joined by my other Star Trek characters. Chris.
Does a tribble count?
Yeah.
Sure. You know what will count the tribble?
Yeah, the tribbles were in the original, so yeah.
I don't know.
Devin.
Oh my. I think I'm gonna be Sulu.
Oh god damn it! I wanted to be Sulu.
George Takei.
And McBride. I'm sorry.
I guess I'll be Spock.
Spock.
Spock. I'm surprised no one chose Bones.
I thought about it, but then
yeah.
I barely know Star Trek.
You know what a tribble is. That's the important
because they're
part.
the fluffy things of. Yeah, I don't know.
They're fluffy things that like to bang.
They're goddamn adorable.
Right. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
actually a thumbnail for one of the episodes. Now I have to find it.
Oh yeah, that was it. We did talk about Star Trek for a long time. One time.
Yeah, we did.
Tribble.
That one
Tribble
time we
with
talked about Star Trek for a long time.
I think it was like the entire episode. We just talked Star Trek.
I think
I don't
so.
even remember when this was.
That was like the first 20 episodes.
Yeah, it was very early on.
It's weird to
I'll
think
find
about
it,
how
don't
long
worry.
we've been doing this.
God,
Wait till we get into the.
There it
the,
is.
the
It was
triple
5 months ago. Episode 49.
Oh wow, it's actually not that long
Pretty
ago.
recent, actually.
Holy shit.
49.
Back
that
in
was-
November.
Yeah, I was about to say like it's a little before Christmas.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't even remember what happened. My mind is an enigma. Don't even. Everything is a blur. No, like then again, I have glasses now. I can fucking see.
Yes.
Oh, you
Did
finally
you
replaced them again?
Not have glasses before? I swear you did.
No,
My
they were
glasses
stolen,
got
remember?
stolen.
Oh, I don't remember, but okay.
I remember. Don't
We talked
worry.
about this. It was
Because
it was
somebody
a
reached into
double
her
week
bag.
of story time.
Because of candy.
Yeah, it was like a very long
Stole a bag
story.
of chips.
And my Coke.
Listen,
It's
my
okay.
brain is being taken up by Mass Effect and my impending vaccine shot, so...
Oh, when do you get
and
yours?
my ADHD, so...
When do you get your shot, Devin?
May 25th, this coming Tuesday.
Nice.
I get it first.
you get it tomorrow.
Mine's tomorrow.
Ooh, you're gonna be dying.
It's gonna be a time.
It's
Wait.
gonna be May.
So,
No,
by
it's
the
already
time this
May.
episode comes out, both of us will have had our vaccine shots.
Well, the first one.
Yes.
The first one.
The first one.
The audio one, I'll have had my shot, but then by the time the video comes out, we'll both have had it.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I still have to remember to schedule
You
mine.
need to register.
I keep forgetting it that yeah.
Chris forgets, and I really don't.
I'm
want to.
going to...
It's also like it takes so much effort to like do things.
It takes
Hi,
5
Lemon.
minutes.
I know, but
sorry.
it's-
Well, no, because that's literally like when the email came up for me to register. That's what I was like, oh god, it's gonna take forever. And it took me like 2 minutes.
I know it won't take.
Lemon.
Oh, that's pinching my neck again.
Hi, Lemon.
I know it.
Guys, Lemon's here.
Lemon.
Hi, Lemon.
Hi, Lemon.
Lemon.
Hi, Lemon.
Like I know it won't take long. It's just that it requires effort.
Effort sucks ass. I don't want to do it mainly because, well, my fear of needles is well known.
Oh
Valid,
yeah.
I am.
We
also
say,
afraid
and
of
me and
needles.
McBride have the highest amount of piercings and other needle things.
I mean, true.
But, yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I think Chris got me beat for piercings at least.
Do I?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I just have my eyebrow done.
Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
No.
I had
yeah,
my nipples done at one point, but I had to take them out.
Yeah, that counts still. That's still you have.
That's
Okay, then
news.
I've had a
Okay.
Dare
total
I
of
ask
3.
why?
They probably.
Was I the only one that knew that?
I
Nope.
think
I-
so.
I thought this was told.
I was the only one who knew that. That might have been when we were playing Zelda.
Oh, yes, I think it was while we were
That was
Yeah.
a Zelda story.
I'd love to say I could keep up with all of your gaming things, but that requires time
And energy.
and energy. Well, not so much energy. I would just sit on my ass and watch videos, but
Listen, I am never not tired. Everything requires energy.
everything hurts.
Yeah.
Everything hurts at all times. Welcome to my life.
I've got chronic pain. Wait. No, actually, it's funny. I am also afraid of needles, and I have. Depends on if you count ears, and if you do count ears, if you count one at a time or both are the same. But either way.
No, piercings are individual. If you have matching ear piercings, that's 2.
In that case, I have 4 piercings.
Okay, I win.
Well, yeah.
I don't like the fact that I'm winning. I have the highest fear of needle scare.
And I have 0.
I would have more things pierced if I could afford to.
I just don't want to get.
Yeah, I want to get my I think my left industrial done, which is like the cartilage bit.
Yeah, that's the bar through the.
Yeah, I do want that eventually.
I'm not allowed to have those anymore.
No.
I've had one in each ear, and both times they got infected in like a week.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
my hair is just too naturally greasy.
That's what happened with my nipples. Like the one of them got infected, so I had to take it out, and then I thought it looked weird only having one in there, so I took the other one out.
I mean, if it gets infected, like there's usually like antibacterial things you can add, but it depends on if it gets infected or if it rejects. There's a difference.
I know, but I was 19 and I didn't care. It was my little. It was like, hey, I'm 19. I'm gonna get my nipples pierced, and that was the thing.
Fair.
Yes.
I think I got my nose pierced when I was 15.
Yeah.
And then my eyebrow when I was like 16. That was so
I got
long
my
ago.
nose. I was 14, I think, when I got my nose done on a dare from my mother.
I had to write an essay to convince my mother.
Oh, my mother dared me to do it.
Vastly different life experiences
Yep.
sometimes.
Woo!
I'm pretty sure
Well,
my
it was-
parents wouldn't, at least. Well, no. If I was like probably below 60, my parents would probably just really.
Your parents wouldn't allow it. You have to be over the age of, like, unless you have parental permission.
Yeah.
You cannot get anything pierced before the age of 16.
Yeah, my parents would not allow it. And if I was above the age, my parents would just judge me harshly.
Okay, now
Because
I really
they would
wanna
be
get,
like, he
those...
has a piercing, he's going to join a gang. Because I love my parents, but they also are like that.
Can we
But they're-
get, like,
they're
those
kinda
fake
white picket
snake
French.
bites and see how your parents react?
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
That's
Although lucky for my
amazing.
parents, I
kinda
have
wanna hear about
legitimately
that.
have no intention of ever actually getting any part of my body pierced. But
Oh, yeah, no, but I just want to see how
But-
they react to fake snake bites.
That would be
Yeah, we
amazing.
need to see
What's
that
a
now.
snake bite?
Those are
It's
the rings.
on your bottom
Oh.
lip, either side,
Hi,
No,
Lemon.
Amazing.
Welcome back.
yeah, we just
and
need
then
to
like
get
the
as many
Monroe is
fake...
on the one side
The
on the
top.
top
I
lip.
can never remember which one's the Monroe and which one's the Manson, I think it is. Or the...
Oh yeah, they are separated, aren't they?
Yeah.
The
'Cause
Monroe is higher up.
Well, because,
Is
like,
it?
there's
If I remember
two...
correctly.
There's
I just thought it was on the
one
left side.
Because, like,
Oh, is
there's
it
the...
one's left, one's right?
I think
There's
so.
I thought-
there's a
I thought
Monroe,
one
and
was
then there's
higher.
the opposite side, which has a different name. I think Madonna,
might.
actually, or something like that. And then you have the angel bites, which are the top lips.
And time for Google.
And then you got your labret, I think it is. Which is like
Do I need-
the bar between your nose, the bridge piercing,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Hey.
We just need to get you as many fake piercings as we can and see how your parents react.
Well, it's always funny. A long time ago, one of my cousins was dating this guy, and admittedly, this was not a brilliant idea, but she got the initial of his first name tattooed on the back of her neck.
No!
Oh.
And
How long
everyone,
were they even dating?
I can't remember.
Not
like,
that it's an excuse.
a year
No. Oh.
or two. I can't remember.
I mean, that's not as bad as like a month, but
Oh yeah, if you were to get something like that after a month of dating, I'm sorry, I don't care how comfortable you are with each other, but like that's just
no, never ever tattoo anything of your partner. It is literally a curse. That is how you wind up breaking up.
exactly. And like,
I
guess
would
what?
say
They
the only
eventually broke up.
Oh. Yeah. The only names or initials or anything you should be getting is if it's a
Children.
tribute to someone who has died,
Or children.
children, or a animal.
Yes.
Yes, agreed.
Those are like the only appropriate.
Pretty much.
Name
People that
tattoos.
are stuck with you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Or something, yeah, or for me, when I eventually get the Barnabas tattoo. I can't outlive Barnabas.
Yeah,
He
but that's a
was-
child, so that's your. I mean, it's the same concept.
That's my son?
I gotta find my son, Nemo.
Nemo means lost.
I'm gonna touch the butt.
Don't touch the butt.
Actually, you know what's really funny?
gonna touch the butt.
So I saw this post. You know, though, it's like where the guy has the dominoes that are increasing in size.
Yeah.
It went from, and the bottom one was 9/11, and the top one was Ellen decides to leave her show after 19 years.
Well.
And everyone's like, how do these two correlate? Well, let me tell you. So 9/11 happens. Gerard Way witnesses this happen. They witness one of the towers go down while they were in the general vicinity, I think.
I didn't know that.
And that inspired them to write a bunch of music that eventually turned into My Chemical Romance. My Chemical Romance becomes a big popular hit, which then Stephenie Meyer apparently was inspired by a lot of My Chemical Romance to write Twilight.
Oh, no.
Twilight became super popular and spawned, all of that stuff. So then, I can't remember her name, but the lady who wrote 50 Shades of Grey writes the Twilight fanfic called Masters of the Universe, which got really popular and then got turned into 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey, the book, becomes very popular and ends up becoming a movie where they cast Dakota Johnson in one of her first breakout role.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, Dakota Johnson gets pretty popular from those movies and develops a pretty good acting career. She then goes on to Ellen, and people are noticing watching her interview with Ellen that Ellen is kind of really rude and bitchy to her. And
Dakota Johnson calls her out for lying.
Dakota Johnson calls her out for lying, and people are just noticing that Dakota Johnson's just generally pretty cool. But then this sparked a whole other conversation that people are starting to notice that Ellen DeGeneres is kind of rude and makes people uncomfortable in a lot of her interviews. And then a bunch of other things start coming out about Ellen around this time, that her workplace is incredibly toxic and apparently she's really unpleasant to work for. So so her show gets hit with a lot of these allegations, and a lot of people end up eventually leaving. So eventually, it just got announced a week ago that Ellen DeGeneres is shutting down her show after 19 years. And she's saying it's time, but it's pretty obvious it's just because people found out she wasn't exactly a great person.
So basically, not challenging anymore.
So basically, 9/11 led to Ellen getting her show shut down after 19 years in the most backwards way.
My brain shut down.
Yeah, that is
partway through that.
That is the most Illuminati conspiracy theory thing that I have ever heard.
Yep.
I love it.
Absolutely, but it all kind of makes sense.
It does. It's a lot. It's very much 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yes, it's very 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, and I love stuff that is 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Excuse me. My fucking god. But still, fuck.
It's not Bush caused 9/11. It's 9/11 caused Ellen to lose her show.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to hear why I'm a little salty about my glasses, though?
Yes.
Yes.
So, I ordered my glasses a few weeks ago. I think the 1st of May or something. So I had to go renew my prescription.
Mm-hmm.
I had ordered a shirt 2 weeks before, and a sticker 2 weeks before that.
Okay.
I have received the sticker a few days ago. Received my glasses on Thursday or something. Still no shirt. I still do not know where the shirt is. I have messaged the guy who shipped it, or the guy who owns the website, and it says it's been in Canada for 2 weeks.
Oh.
We do not know where in Canada, even though we have tracking information. It just says it's in Canada.
That's not helpful.
Well, we don't know where. I was like, I bet you it's stuck in Ontario.
Probably.
He's like,
probably.
Where's? And it's like, where's Ontario?
Oh no.
The man's from Florida.
Where's Ontario?
Man's from Florida, so he knows a bit about geography. He knows I'm on the West Coast and I live somewhere in Vancouver. and that's near Seattle.
But does he know how big Canada is? That is the question.
Yes, he understands how large Canada
Okay.
is. Like, he's a smart boy. It's just that's a Ontario and Ottawa and all that. It's a little more specific than most people care.
Yeah, it's
Hi, Lemon.
Yeah,
Hi,
true.
Lemon. It's usually, I would just say, like, kind of somewhere near New York-ish.
Yeah, I was just like, it's the capital of it's the top province. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
So he understood that.
Yeah.
They're like, but that's where most of the mail comes in from the States to
Yeah.
Canada, is that area. And then it goes out, and he's like, it's going to be there forever. And I'm like, it's going to be there for fucking ever.
Yeah.
We're more annoyed that it just says it's in Canada and in transport,
Yeah,
even though
that's
we
the-
paid
that's
for
the
it
bigger
very
piss
much
off.
to be tracked.
Yeah.
That's
it's
the
like,
piss off.
Well,
I actually had to get a
But the-
refund on an order because, like, it said that, oh, it would show up April something or other. And it's like, cool, it is now not that. In fact, way past that. It's like, I tried to go to refund it. It's like, it should be arriving April this day. It's like, okay, but it's
Like,
been 2 weeks since that day.
It's like,
and
it is a
says
week
it's
from June, my guy.
And
It
it's
was
like,
supposed to arrive May 12th.
Oh my god.
and it was also
Oh.
annoying because it was like April 2nd, like it was like, it was saying that it was in like Richmond or something. Like it was like
huh?
close. Like it was like
Mm.
it shouldn't have been long before it was delivered, and it was So I was like, yeah, can I just get the refund on this, please?
Yeah, that's
I've
pretty.
had
pretty
situations
bad.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, there's thankfully after a few days of it just not getting here, we switched companies on where the shirt was made. So I've got one of the only shirts that are made by that company coming to me eventually one day.
Oh.
Hopefully.
Anyone else who buys a shirt of the same design is going to get it from a different company that is actually shipping out properly.
Hey,
That's
there we
good.
go.
It's unfortunate that it happened to you, but at least it solves problems for everybody else.
See, there we
Yeah,
go.
it's essentially I knew I was gonna be. I'm a test dummy. I'm always a test dummy. This is the same place that made my face a shirt. It's my shirt. I'm waiting
Right.
for me to come to the store, come to my house. I'm waiting for me.
So one could say that you're lost in transit.
I am lost in transit. So yeah, they keep trying to convince me to buy the Mufkini as well, and I said no.
I forgot that you. I forgot
like,
that you had
I
a
don't-
cult that made you as merchandise.
I have a cult that turned me into merchandise, and one of them is a bikini.
It's like, this is cool. I don't need me on my crotch. Thank you very much.
Well, it's not like if it was like just like it said the name across the because it's a bikini, but like not the triangle bikini. It's like a
Yeah.
sports bra style one. If it just said it across the tits, I'd be okay with it. But it's my head that says my name in tiny little print all over. It doesn't look nice.
Oh.
Like there wasn't like an option just to make it big across the tits or just big across the ass. No, it's repeated pattern.
That's unfortunate.
It doesn't look good. It looked good with the bees. We did it with the bees as well. The bees look good.
B.
I was tempted to buy the bikini.
bikini.
A bikini. That's a temptation.
That is a very good temptation. How have you resisted that temptation?
Because it's like $60.
Oh, that's an easier temptation to resist.
Yeah.
It's, it's like 60 Canadian.
Nope.
Hi, Lemon. Hi, Lemon. Hello, Lemon.
I feel like this
Good to
episode's just
see
gonna be
you,
called
Lemon.
Hello Lemon because we've all said hi,
Hi,
Lemon so many
Lem.
times,
Yeah.
and I will do it
Well,
again. Hi Lemon.
Hi, Lemon. Well, okay, so Lemon has learned
Oh no.
that she's learned something.
It's a miracle.
If my chair is facing a certain angle, and that's the angle I face when we do the podcast as well, or when I play games, I face my laptop, and my computer is off to the side, so I don't need it as much, and this is an easier angle to get the microphone at.
Mhm.
But when the laptop is open, I have the camera on normally, because every server I exist in now has my camera account for Lemon.
411 specifically.
For Lemon. Because she's now decided that when the laptop is open, she can sit here and get more attention, and she can hear people in the headphones.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Maybe she's
She's
not
not
quite
wrong.
as dumb as we've been led to believe, even though she definitely is. But
She 100% has the brain cell of a pea. So,
Hello, Kiki.
Oh,
I had the laptop open because I was playing D&D before this, and we have face cams on. So I haven't closed it yet.
Oh.
So I go back to it when we're done here.
Kiki, why are you walking
Let-
on my joints?
Because they're fun.
Okay.
So she's just saw the laptop open as we started, and is now here. So this is her spot now. She will even lie down here eventually.
Oh.
And when she does that, I can't get out because I can't move my chair back enough to get out of my chair. And I can't swivel it all the way around because it hits the desk.
Also,
Yeah, right, Lemon.
Kiki has decided
that
she
right.
insists on being on the podcast.
Yes.
Hello, Kiki. The Animal Cast, brought to you by all the animals.
Hi. Okay. Yep.
The Jungle Book.
I have a story time.
Oh, yeah?
I just realized we have a story time.
And
Nice. Story time with Kyra.
My power went out on Tuesday
oh yeah.
because we had the lightning storm.
Oh.
Right, I heard
We
about
had a
this.
Dude, Mom must
Big
not
old
have been
thunderstorm. Yeah, so the thunderstorm ended. I don't even know what time it ended at, but it was after I went to bed because I was up till like 2 a.m. because I couldn't sleep through the thunder. It was that loud. Hi, Lemon. We couldn't sleep through the thunder. Peach was freaking out. Lemon was fine. But the power was still on, and in our bedroom, me and Vince have a big industrial fan that stays on at night. So at around 6 a.m., the fan just shutting off woke both of us up.
Oh.
2 minutes later, I get a phone call saying the power's gone off. I thought he turned off the fan. I thought he got up and turned off the fan because that's happened before because I just went back to sleep. I got up, groggy-eyed as hell, didn't even get to go pee yet, ran, grabbed the water bottle, hot water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, my water's on gas.
Had to get
Grab-
the reptiles all warm up.
So I got the hot water bottle, which I have a special cushioned one as well, so that it's got a nice soft casing around it,
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't get super hot. So I put her on top of it, took that with me to the bathroom to pee. I had to pee, but that had to be done first.
You're coming
Yeah.
on an adventure whether you want to or not.
Yeah, so that happened. And then I put her on on the desk, so I sat there for a few moments. And I have to take her off the hot water bottle like quite often because she can't get too hot because it was getting too hot because I just filled it up.
Yeah.
So I put a sweater on, put her on my shirt, and then zipped up the sweater. Went to check on the snake. Snake was fine for now. The temperature in there was still warm enough. It was fine.
But
So I wandered around the house with the lizard in my shirt.
I think I had a
We've-
similar. We lost power too, and I think I had my lizard in my shirt.
Yeah, I'd rather have the gecko in my shirt.
True. The gecko's
Yeah.
not gonna bite me.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was still early enough and still dark enough downstairs that she was asleep. But if it's just dark, she just goes to sleep. She doesn't. If it's dark, her eyes close. She goes to sleep.
Like it.
That's her
nighttime.
brain thought. Yes, it's nighttime. So I wander upstairs with the lizard in my shirt, and she's asleep. And I've got it zipped up all the way, so she's like a little nose poking up. Just so in case like I move and it accidentally ruffles her, I can see that she can breathe and still get air.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
So about an hour has passed. It's around 7 something. We finally get a notification because we're on our phone data checking. The crew to even check on what's going on here, not going to be here till 8:55.
Ooh.
Jesus.
I work at 9. I
Oh.
start at 9. I give it another half hour. Phone my boss. I can't come in.
I've got to
Why?
keep my lizard warm.
I was like, yeah, my power is out and I need to, I don't want dead reptiles, was my exact words. And she's like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then, just before I had phoned her, I had to go get the snake because it was no longer warm enough in there. So I had my sweater, lizard in my sweater, snake in my pocket.
Barbecue sauce and my titties.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Thank you.
Barbecue sauce in my titties. So I'm just like, alright.
I need to have a
Alrighty
reptile just called barbecue sauce now.
Yeah, so for originally, because Nebby's not great. She's really scared. She just slipped in my pocket for the first hour. She was fine. Dumont, fine. I had moved her to the hot water bottle because at this point I was sitting at my desk now. I was like half asleep at my desk. I don't want to be awake.
Mood.
And I just had to keep switching because obviously my pocket's not very warm. At one point, Blizzard on the desk on the water bottle. I'm playing Pokemon Snap. And Nebby is having an adventure around like my sweater, my pockets, and my chair. She's just kind of moving, and when she goes too far, I just pick her up again. And I wasn't really paying attention to what she was doing when she was like, I could feel her in my sweater.
Oh no.
She did end up in my bra at one point.
As snakes do.
As snakes do. Sorry, McBride. So,
There's no visuals.
there's no visuals. The power finally came on around 12:30.
Oh.
Wow.
6 hours.
Holy shit.
6 hours. We were, because especially that last hour, everyone was getting temperamental. Nebby wanted to go say hi to Dumont.
No,
Because
no.
Nebby thought it was a friend and just kept trying to say hi. Dumont is a violent terrorist. Violent monster. That last hour, it was now blinding bright light outside. Everywhere I went was just light enough from the windows that she was wide awake.
Anger time.
And it was 100% anger time. So at that point, I couldn't even do anything besides hold the lizard to stop her from attacking something, eating me, or just causing absolute havoc.
Your animals are just like you.
Yeah. The snake, thankfully, it got warm enough in the bedroom that she was fine to go back in her tank for the last hour. So I'm like, okay, you can go in your tank now. It is
no
now
more
warm
trying
enough.
to get eaten by a reptile.
Yeah.
Honestly, she was probably the best behaved.
That's
It was like she wanted to say hi for a while. She sat, because she really likes my microphone. She saw my microphone. She sat on that for a bit. Then she came back and she played in my shirt more.
Well, hey, at least she didn't
found-
seem as skittish this time.
Well, after 30 minutes, usually she's okay. It's just the first 30 minutes of being taken out of the tank.
Yeah.
And then she's like, adventure. All the explore.
I wonder if you'll be able to hear Kiki purring on the podcast.
I can't hear it, and I'm kind of sad about that.
If I can catch it, I'll make sure I boost it.
Yeah. It's safe to say, yeah, 6 hours. 6.
My
Fucking-
God.
And so I closed the next day too, and I went into work, and I'm still dead tired. Because I didn't sleep well, obviously, the night before. And then the next night I just couldn't sleep, because Hi, Keisha. I had passed the point of no return. I was wide awake.
Yeah, well, at that point, it's like you don't sleep.
Yeah, so I was like just 2 days in a row, very little to bad sleep. And I got in, and my boss was like, so what exactly happened? I was like, okay. So my power went out, and she's like, yeah, from the lightning. I'm like, okay. I have 2 reptiles, and my backup power wasn't charged because I didn't think the power would randomly go out. For 6 hours. She's like, 6 hours? I'm like, 6 fucking hours.
See, that's no good.
And then she asked me what kind of reptiles I had. And I showed her pictures. And then later on, I heard 2 people talking. They're like, I heard someone called in yesterday, and that's why everyone's schedule is fucked up. And I was like, that was me. They're like, it was you. I'm like, it was me. My power went out, and I had to keep my reptiles alive. And they're like, oh, that's fine then. But nobody told us why.
Oh.
I was like, that was me.
I think that's the weirdest call in. Like, people call in if they're sick or if they've hurt themselves. They don't call in to keep their reptiles alive.
Hi, because I last time the power went out for a long period of time, I bought a backup power bar, mainly for Dumont, because Dumont's the one I worry about the most.
Yeah. Because snakes can tolerate it a little bit, because they've roommates.
Yeah, because as I said, I've got a temperature gauge in that one. If it gets too cold, I can just take her out and walk around with her. I'm not the hottest person in the world, but if I put on a few sweaters, I'll be fine.
The power of layers.
The power of layers. I wasn't cold either. I had shorts on and a sweater just to make sure I could hold the things. Like that's how I was walking around the house. Yeah, it was mainly for Dumont because even then she's got a much higher heat need than anyone else.
Yeah, because it's like you have to for their basking spot. It has to be somewhere between 100 and 110 Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she's got in her tank currently. She's got her basking spot. She's got 2 heat lamps for when it gets to winter.
Mm-hmm.
It's off now because it's almost summer. And she's also got a heat rock.
Gotta be careful
So
with
it's a
those.
little-
They can burn themselves with those.
It's one that doesn't get super hot.
Oh, okay.
It's so old it actually can't reach that temperature anymore.
Well, that's good.
To put this in perspective, that heat rock is the same heat rock I had when I had my first lizard at like 5 years old.
Oh, you've had
It still
lizards
fucking
since you were
works.
5?
Yeah, I've had bearded dragons since I was really young.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
Didn't know that.
It was, yeah, I think, because Lizzie died, she made it to 8 years old.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's, the old age is at 8 years for bearded dragons. Which Dumont is now old.
Is she really?
She's 8 years old.
Wow.
She's 8 years old now. Yeah.
I
got
is
her-
an old grumpy lizard.
I got her the year we graduated. She's almost 8 years old.
Wow.
And now
Yeah.
Devin's realizing that you guys graduated almost 8 years ago.
Ugh.
Sucks,
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
to be fair, also, I got her at like 6 months or something. I got her from a proper breeder out in like Kamloops or something.
Yeah.
My great uncle came and brought her to the house for me, and I was so excited. So not from the pet store where they're only like a few months old and they will probably die.
A few months. Sometimes we get them in for that are like barely 2 weeks, if they're that.
If that.
All of us hate it.
Yeah, I
Anybody
know,
who
that's
works
why-
at a pet store who sees like getting reptiles that young, we all hate it.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
can't do anything about it.
That sucks.
Yeah. So she is now officially. I can excuse her grumpiness. She is now officially an old lady.
She's a geriatric lady.
Yeah.
She's a fucking very violent, very old lady.
It's me.
Yeah, my other one. I didn't get to take care of it a lot, obviously, because I couldn't.
'Cause
I
you were
was
5.
too young. I was really young. So Mom took care of it for a bit, and then when we moved, Grandma took care of it for the most part. And when we were little, I would sit in the evening with Grandma, and she would cut up a whole apple, half of it dice-sized for the lizard. That lizard, that was its favorite food. Didn't really care for the crickets or anything, just apple. Apple.
Only apple.
It wanted apple as its favorite. And then I would get the other half of the apple. She ate other vegetables like celery and carrots and all that, but apple.
But apple is the best.
Yes.
Yep.
Apple. And that with the Lizzie, you could take. She had a harness and leash, but she barely was on the leash because she would just wander around the living room. We'd pick her up, we put her on the arm of the big armchair, and we'd watch TV with the lizard, and she would just sit there.
Yep.
We'd pick her up and we'd take her outside with us, and she would sit at the top of the slide.
As long as you got a chill one.
Yeah, that
and
was
not a
like the
homicidal
chillest.
maniac.
Not a murderer.
Not.
Not a murderer. She's aptly named, though. She has the correct name.
She does.
But you know what else has a correct name? Our game.
Yes.
Yes.
The one we never actually
So,
used by name.
correct.
I was wondering how that
Sir.
was going to segue in there.
I've got you. I always got you.
Oh, dear. Yep. This is going to be, I think, a rather interesting one.
Cool.
Fear.
I don't think it should be too bad. At least the movie shouldn't be too bad. I should hope that somebody will get this one. I say
Please don't be the
as like
Princess
the
Bride.
one last time was Devin pulled through.
Devin, you need to continue to pull through.
I will attempt.
Yes, so the Canada Top 100 one goes like so. On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engine moaning out its one-note song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before.
Oh, I know this
The
song.
fuck? The actual flying fuck?
Oh, I know this song, I think.
Oh, my timer has decided it does not want to work.
Oh,
So
well.
it might be a little bit longer than normal.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go.
Is it
Timer
Life is a
said no.
Highway?
Say it again?
No.
No.
Is it Life is a Highway? No.
I know all the words to Life is a Highway. I can tell you that. It's not.
Okay, so no John Cochran. Good to know.
Life is a Highway has been redone like 4 times.
I know,
though.
that's true.
At least 4 times. It is country though, right?
No, it is.
It's not. It's rock. There's no way it's fucking pop.
Okay, well, it doesn't say on here, but it's rock.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
thought
say
so.
like
Like,
this is a
it's
no. This is a rock song of some sort.
Yeah, this is
like
rock.
it's got to be rock or country.
Yeah.
What year was this on the 100?
This came out in 1972.
Fantastic.
You're welcome.
Well, that's mighty fine of you. Can we have the chorus? It's now 2 minutes on my
Well,
marker.
yes, you may. And it goes. So here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go playing the star again. There I go. I can't say the last line.
Is that Aerosmith?
That's
It's not
on my
Aerosmith.
own, isn't it?
Nope.
I've
all I
heard
have
this
is Here I
song
Go
on the
Again on My
radio
Own.
so many times.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't actually
It
know
is
what
on the radio
though.
quite often. Depending on what station you listen to, it is on the radio quite often.
I can't wait to get on the road again.
Nope.
Damn.
No, because they wouldn't have been able to say, like,
Here I am.
You don't have.
no, because that's the title.
Oh.
of it.
You don't have to say. You don't have to skip that. That's something I started doing and you guys copied. You don't have to.
Yeah, I
mean,
did.
that's
There was
true.
one time I didn't do it, but
I feel like for ones that are like it's blatant that like that's the title of the song, then fine. But like if it's thrown in here and there, then maybe just kind of throw it in and see who
Can
picks up
I?
on
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat the chorus for me?
I
Yeah.
sure as heck can for you. So here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go playing the star again. There I go.
oh, it's like the one time I actually recognize a song, but I don't know
I know,
who
and
sings
it's
it. I don't know what the
irritating.
name is.
All right, let's throw some facts at you.
19
So it's one person.
Is it Bob Seger?
It is Bob Seger.
What the fuck?
Now, what's the song called?
Fuck, I know like 20,000 Bob Seger songs.
Is it up on the stage? I don't know.
It's not up. I don't think that's a.
I mean, that was in the
That's
chorus.
My timer decided to turn itself off. My new phone doesn't like timers.
Apparently.
But I think that's time.
I think that is time. The song is called "Turn the Page"
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, maybe I don't know that song.
because the ending chorus is like, "There I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page."
Oh.
Yeah. So there's that for you.
Thank you, Grandma.
Yeah, I don't think I actually
No
knew that
kidding,
song.
right?
Yeah, that and like Vern Gosling, I think.
All right.
Hi,
I had
Kiki.
So
Kiki wants to vote on what her opinion of the song is.
for this obscure one, I actually
Here.
can't say the chorus because it's just the title of the song over and over again.
Oh.
Fantastic.
So
I love
I'm
those.
just gonna give you the verses that are here.
Okay.
I feel like
Oh,
this will
bye,
be a
Kiki.
dead giveaway though.
Really?
And here it goes. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here.
Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles.
Yep.
Do-do-do-do. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I knew
for
that one
fuck's
would be
sake.
easy.
Yeah.
Devin got a song.
Yeah, Devin got a song.
Because while I may be a complete and utter buffoon when it comes to most music, I do at least know the Beatles.
That is very true. Good on ya.
To be fair, I don't actually pay attention to the lyrics usually.
That's
because I just...
Oh yeah.
Words are hard when you have a processing
I don't
disorder.
understand how people can like sing along to songs like and know all the lyrics. Because half the time I can't even understand what they're fucking saying.
Oh, I can sing along and know all the lyrics, but if you asked me to actually quote what the lyrics were, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It's like, I know that my lips move like this to make the same sounds that they do when they sing the song, but I don't know what these words mean.
It sounds the same, so I'm gonna keep going.
Yep.
That's literally what happens.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep going on the road again.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get on the road again.
Oh, dear. All right, so the movie. I really hope somebody gets this. This is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Why do I know that?
I feel like you would definitely know this, Kyra.
Why do I know that? Got no food, we got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off.
What?
When did this movie come out?
This movie came out in 1994.
Fuck.
Fuck! It's
Do it.
It's the bird. It's the Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
It's Dumb and Dumber. It's Dumb and Dumber. Oh, what are their names? The bird's head was falling off because they taped it back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a
It was
bad
the
time?
blind kid's bird.
Is this a bad time to admit I've never seen Dumb and Dumber?
Me neither.
How? Oh,
Oh,
dear.
fuck.
Admittedly,
Who
I haven't gone
says
back to a
the
lot of
lie?
like popular comedy films from the 90s because I feel like a lot of them really haven't aged well.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's fair.
Dumb and
Dumber
Dumber might be
started
okay.
bad.
Yeah.
It can't really get much worse.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
it
if you can
probably
guess
could.
who said the line, either the actor or the character's name.
Is it Jeff Daniels?
No.
I was about to say, it's gotta be, it's not Jeff Daniels, it might
Jim Carrey?
be
Mm-hmm.
Jim Carrey? It was Jim
Yep.
Carrey?
Oh.
Oh fuck, but what's Jim Carrey's name?
That's
in
the thing.
movie?
Like when I was searching up the lines, I was just like, Christ, that's his name. I forgot about that.
Was his name Ned?
No.
No. Fuck. They had like really weird
Very
names.
weird, yeah.
Harry and Lloyd.
Yes.
Fuck. I don't know how. Why do I know that? I've never even seen it. But I can't remember which one was Harry and which one was Lloyd.
I feel like Lloyd was Jim Carrey.
I think
Lloyd
Jim
was
Carrey.
Jim
Lloyd
Carrey.
was Jim
Yes.
Carrey.
I don't even know Dumb and Dumber. I'm like, Lloyd sounds like a Jim Carrey name.
That's one of his weird roles because that's where he bashed his own tooth out for it.
Yes.
He's
Oh,
missing a tooth.
If you want to
because of that.
see an example of Jim Carrey going absolutely nuts for a role, he played Andy Kaufman in a movie, Man on the Moon. There's a documentary about it on Netflix because he went fully method.
Hi, Lemon.
Hi,
I remember
Oh,
seeing
so
a thing
did we-
that like Martin Freeman hated that he did that or like criticized him heavily for it.
Yeah, it was like. It was a weird experience because like they show in the documentary that like he obviously irritated a lot of people, but then it went for so long and he was so method with it that people actually like started to refer to him as Andy. They would almost start to picture him as Andy Kaufman,
Mm-hmm.
and like they brought in like his family members, and they had like his family members who like weren't like directly involved with the movie, but like they had like approved of it and everything. But his family members came in and they actually like had conversations with Jim Carrey as Andy Kaufman and
Yeah.
like used it as a way to like gain closure after
Oh.
his death.
That's weird.
It got
That's
so
weird.
deep.
Oh,
In the
that's
method of it?
strange.
Yeah, it's a really interesting documentary because it's like to me it shows like the pros and cons of like method acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of like actors who are good method actors, like Daniel Day-Lewis. Like,
Oh
you
my
never
God.
hear about people hating Daniel Day-Lewis. But, like, you hear about, like, Jared Leto as the Joker, and, like, everybody just kind of hated him.
that was
because
weird.
he was just doing this fucking weird, stupid shit.
There's some roles that maybe you should not go method for.
Yeah.
Like the Joker.
Well, it's like...
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because they show... Because, like, there's also, like... There's a difference between, like, method acting and, like, just carrying, like, your character's accent. Because apparently, when they were doing Lord of the Rings... they had Brad Dourif as Wormtongue, who's American in real life, but obviously in the movie he's doing a British accent. And apparently for the entire movie he kept up, even off set, he kept up the British accent because he had to get it right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's how you would maintain the accent all the time.
And then when they wrapped filming for him, he slipped back into his American accent again. And everyone was like, "What?
What do you mean
The
you're
fuck
not?
are you?
Right.
You're the voice of Chucky? What the fuck?"
You know what? I believe that. He's creepy enough for it.
Also, apparently they shaved his eyebrows for Lord of the Rings.
I believe it. He was creepy.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, honey, I'm gonna have to shave my eyebrows off for this role."
They'll come back, I promise.
But my god, what a creepy fuck with people look creepy without eyebrows.
Do you remember in
Yeah.
Kyra, do you remember during car rally when people a couple of our year shaved off their eyebrows?
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And so
It was one of the challenges. You had to shave off one of your eyebrows.
Yeah. I remember weren't you gonna do that? And your mom was like, "No."
Yeah, I was gonna do that. We got the razor out and everything.
Yeah, I think we were about to do it. We were all at your house.
We were about to do it.
Oh man.
Mom said no. Because we were all at my house because I had the saxophone. So we needed the saxophone for something.
Yeah, that's right. We needed the saxophone.
We needed the saxophone for something and we couldn't open it.
I'm just realizing,
Sounds very
did you either Chris or McBride know what like car rally was? For
No,
us?
I have
No.
no idea what's
Okay.
happening.
I'm very confused.
So
Car rally was a event at the last year of high school where it's a scavenger hunt hosted by the school and you had to take pictures of us doing each thing. And there was a theme. The overall theme of car rally was 90s TV shows. The overall theme for us was 90s Batman.
yeah, we did the 90s
Okay.
animated Batman cartoon.
Okay, so how does that relate to saxophones and shaving eyebrows?
Yeah.
So
So the challenges
yeah.
were random challenges set by the school. I don't remember what the saxophone one was for.
Yeah, I think
but
it was
one
like,
of the challenges was to shave off an eyebrow.
yeah, I think it was like get a video of yourself playing the saxophone or something. It was weird. It was honestly the only actual fun school activity we ever did.
Yeah, because I loved running around
It was-
the key
it
at
was
9 p.m.
so much
dressed as
fun.
Harley and proposing to a
Yes.
random man.
It was yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like
Sounds
you were
so
Harley, I was Joker.
It worked so
It
well.
worked so well.
I am so confused.
It was something else. It was a yeah.
Someone borrowed my Link costume because they did Smash Bros.
Right.
It was far too small for them.
Oh no.
Well, I think they're 6 foot something. I'm 5 feet.
That'll do it. Yep.
Yep.
The costume was custom made by me for me.
Yep.
It was a little too small for them.
Oh man.
They must have looked like a child.
Yeah, we all looked horrendous because there was another one where we had to reenact the Titanic scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were all at the
We did that
Lonsdale
at the
Key,
Key.
didn't we?
Yeah, we did that off the court on the Key. We were also one of the only people to find Private Riley.
What was that?
That was, remember, Riley with his little walker?
Right.
He couldn't participate. We were one of the only people to find him, it turns out.
Where was he?
He was at the Key!
Oh,
We were
that's
one of the
right.
only people to go down to the Key.
That's so weird that like because like the Key was like kind of a big hub for all of us back then because it was the one of the few places that like for people who didn't drive like the bus takes you straight down there.
Yeah.
So like That's amazing that like almost nobody went to the key.
Yeah, we went to the key because we were trying to jump on a boat and we couldn't get on one.
Oh my god, was that one of the challenges? I'm pretty sure that's like illegal. to like.
Yeah, it was. We had to get on, take a picture on a boat. Only one person got that because they had the keys to a sailing place down by Ambleside.
Oh, those fuckers.
Well.
Yeah.
You guys
There were
just try
certain
to
challenges that
hijack
were
a boat.
not hijack a boat, just take a picture on a boat.
Yeah.
Which
So,
to,
if
which
we
to you
found
guys
a-
meant hijack one.
Hijack a boat.
Yeah, to us it would have made me hijack a boat because Jade would have been able to drive the boat.
That's right, yeah, because Jade worked at Sewell's at the time.
I'm not even surprised.
Yep. It would have. We had a weird group. As I said, we had Joker, Harley Quinn. We had a Batman.
Yeah,
Just one.
Cody was
There's
Batman.
Cody was Batman. The Scarecrow.
Jasper was Scarecrow.
I'm not surprised. I'm like, if
our
anybody
friend-
would be Scarecrow, it'd be Jasper.
Owen was Two-Face.
Jade was
Jack
Catwoman.
or Jade was Catwoman. And that was Max because we were only allowed 6 people.
Yeah,
We had other people that wanted to do it, but the max was 6 people.
yeah. Which I think that's kind of dumb, but
It makes sense because like there's no way you're gonna get more than 6 people in one car.
yeah.
That's why.
Oh man,
No. It was fun time.
that was
so,
actually really fun.
Picture scavenger hunt at like 9 p.m. at night,
Yeah, it was.
and it's a school-hosted event.
It was pure chaos as well, but like, it was a good type of chaos. It was pretty fun.
It was good. It was.
You guys had.
I'm sad we didn't even place in the top 5.
Yeah, oh yeah, like compared to honestly a lot of the other people, it was also very obvious that like the school, like our year kind of ran the competition, and it was like super obvious that like, you know, they were playing favorites with like a lot of their friends. Because I'm
Yeah,
like,
'cause
honestly, we put
people-
so much more effort into our appearance than like a lot of the other people did.
Yeah, and it was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty obviously rigged, you know.
Well,
for
yeah,
being
because
a
it was
high
the
school
people that were running the
competition.
event. People that ran the event were and voted on the pictures were the students, and obviously they picked their friends.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty.
yeah. And we weren't friends with
They
many
also-
people.
Yeah, they refused to announce who got what points. I got someone to convince someone to tell me some of the points, and it was very obviously rigged.
Oh yeah,
Because we weren't friends with a lot of people, but as always, Kyra has
A lot of.
has
friends.
influence.
you have your ways.
I have my ways. I make friends with everybody.
I mean, you do.
Honestly,
You don't like me? We'll change that.
it's funny because I think I think we were talking about how like, because like I'm not a very physically affectionate person, with most people.
But Kyra cuddles are special.
Yeah, like literally, like whenever everybody else, if like even with like Victoria, when it's hug time, it's like, oh, okay, we're hugging now, and then Kyra, it's like, yep, we're just chilling on the couch all together, like totally normal, right?
That's completely normal. All couch time is cuddle time.
It is just funny because it's like, yeah, it's very rare that like I'm like, yep, just
Yeah,
no big deal.
yeah. Kyra, you have a certain vibe. People are just chill around you.
I know.
She's
I
basically
know.
a cat.
Yeah,
I have max charisma.
yeah, you do.
Honestly, kinda yeah. In like the weirdest way.
Max charisma, actually a bard.
Or a cleric pretending to be a bard.
Well, I already did that.
Yeah.
I don't see, there's the problem with that is I don't actually believe in a god. I am the god.
Yeah.
And this is why Kyra has a cult.
Yep.
This is why I have a cult. I have multiple cults.
You're gonna
Multiple
You're gonna have to
cults.
sort them alphabetically.
It got to the point at one time where someone's like, "What about this cult?" I'm like, "That's my cult." What about that's my cult as well? Like, what? That's also mine. They're like, I've come to the point that all cults reside under this one cult, and the rest are subcults, but this is the main one. Jesus. But it is also still mine. I don't know how this happened, but here we are.
Managed to create like a cult monarchy or some shit. Hierarchy.
I made a cult pyramid. I made a cult pyramid scheme.
I mean, pyramid schemes are cults, but
I mean, true.
I made a pyramid scheme of cults.
that is.
I don't
Only
know what
you
I've
could.
done.
Yeah.
I have done something.
We don't know how, but you did something.
I'm a god?
Power.
Question mark?
Dying.
No, it's called I sit here and I play video games and only video games. And then I'll leave for an hour and do 2 panels of fencing and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was yesterday morning.
Also, we're just making sure to get the charger for the laptop.
Yeah, please, I really hope this... Please, don't tell me that thing
Yeah,
broke.
seriously.
Do not.
It's not broken. No,
Not
no, it's just
tell me.
the it's getting low in battery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One downside to having this really high-tech laptop is that it eats battery life like you wouldn't
It
believe.
eats battery like ass.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty sucky.
Indeed.
My laptop...
That's the phrase
my
you're
laptop
going to put
stays-
for it.
It is indeed. I think you got that just
Yeah.
in time.
I think you need to open your task manager after this and look what's eating your battery.
Oh, I know exactly what's eating my battery. It's Vegas.
No, it shouldn't
shouldn't
eat
eat that
battery like
much.
that.
Oh, my hip
It
does not like sitting like that
Depending on how
anymore.
much battery your your actual laptop has, it should go bring it down a lot. But for the podcast, it shouldn't be bringing it down that much to say the same degree that you're playing.
Oh, well, the thing is, I also
I don't know,
it's
it's like
partially a
started.
fuck up on my part because I kept the laptop plugged in for so long for
He's not used to
Ah.
not having it plugged in.
yeah.
You fucked up your
So
battery.
So yeah,
is what you're
this is
telling us.
I fucked up.
You fucked up your battery. I know,
Because-
I've done the same thing with my laptop, but my laptop, the battery died like in 3 days.
Jesus.
Also, I think
I've-
we're getting
I've
close
My
to the
battery
end.
has exploded. My battery has exploded in my laptop before.
How? Pro.
It was
Pro.
Every time your voice does that.
what?
Sorry, it's a John Mulaney bit, where he's like talking about what it's like when the
Tap
computer
kiss.
asks if you're a robot. So it's like, are you a human? Prove.
But it's just like every time his voice cracks like that, he's got to do the thing.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what happened. My laptop was just off and on the table one day, and it just exploded and leaked all over the table.
Ooh,
Well, okay.
That's
then.
not
No.
good.
It wasn't this laptop, the laptop I had
that's
before.
nasty.
It was very nasty. I was very sad because I didn't have any backups with a lot of stuff on there. Because it was fine the day before. And then the battery
And then
went
it
boom.
wasn't.
Essentially, yeah, it was, and then it wasn't. That's when I didn't have a desktop. I just had a laptop. I got a new laptop, I think that's what pushed me to buy the desktop, if I remember correctly. Is the laptop exploded.
Only
But
you
times.
could
That
have
makes
your
sense.
laptop explode.
It was off. On a table. I wasn't at.
I was over on the bench.
I was in the other room. And then I came back and Mom asked me what all this goo was on the table, and I looked, I'm like, that's battery acid.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, it had stained the table. It was there long enough that it had completely eroded part of the
Oh,
table.
shit.
Ah, lovely.
So thankfully we needed a new table anyway, so it wasn't terrible.
Kyra,
On
leave
that note,
technology alone. Technology, exploding time.
Excellent. Oh, McBride knows my problem with wires and technology.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope
One
that
of,
these
one of
don't
these days
explode
we'll
as
get it
we end.
working.
One day.
I need to make the bee sorter. I've got a giant plank of cedar firewood that I'm just gonna cut, and I'm going to make little bee Velcro straps for it to sort all my wires.
Perfect. There you go.
I thought it would be cute to make them bees,
Yeah.
and then for their legs would be the little
Yeah,
Velcro.
there we go.
I love it.
Baby.
Thank you. I'm glad you approve.
I don't approve.
How rude of you. Approve anyway.
No.
On that on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Don't forget to lick those buttons. I promise they're delicious. They're tasty. Num 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 the buttons. What they're gonna taste like? You know what? On the note of what I just said,
Oh no.
it's a mystery game. One button tastes like honey, and the other one's gonna be acid.
Oh God.
You decide.
Is this
Bye, guys!
Is this a Saw?
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Jesus.
Would you like to play a game?
I feel like though, if Kyra was to become any famous horror movie villain, Kyra would become Jigsaw.
Yeah. Or Chucky.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. You forget. I already am.
Anyways.
Very
Anyhow.
true. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Prove.